Millionaire sees his ex-girlfriend waiting for bus with 3 boys identical to him. When he... Oakwood Heights Rain masks regrets. Jack's empire crumbles when he sees her. Can a millionaire reclaim a past he left? Drop fireworks if you're hooked. Rain pelted Oakwood Heights, blurring the neon glow across the intersection. Jack Reynolds, 32, gripped his Aston Martin's wheel, knuckles white. "Sir, the light's green." His assistant crackled through the speaker. Jack didn't budge. "All right." There, at the bus stop, sat Sophia, his Sophia, red hair catching the drizzle. Beside her, 3 identical boys, maybe 5, with his dark hair, his jawline, triplets. His heart slammed against his tailored suit. "I'll call back," Jack muttered, ending the call. 5 years ago, he'd left her, choosing boardrooms over their love. Now, horns blared as he pulled over, engine idling. Through the window, Sophia adjusted a boy's teal hoodie. Another clutched an old camera, snapping the wet street. The third leaned on her, bored. Their eyes, his eyes, haunted him. Jack stepped onto the cracked sidewalk, Italian leather unsteady. "Sophia," he called, voice raw. Initial, her gaze snapped up, shock replacing calm. "Jack." Not a question, but a wound reopened. The boys stared, one whispering, sparking giggles. "Are they?" Jack faltered. Sophia stood, shielding them. "This isn't how I planned it." "So they're mine." His voice broke. "Mom, who's that?" the camera boy asked. "Noah, take Nathan and Nicholas to the bench," she said, further. The triplets obeyed, sneaking curious glances. "You weren't supposed to come back," Sophia whispered, rain streaking her face. "Closed a deal on Miller's property," Jack said, gesturing to the boys. "How could you hide this?" "Hide?" Her laugh was bitter. 3 weeks after you said your career trumped family, I found out I was pregnant. Triplets, Jack. What would you have done?" "I had a right to know," he snapped, anger edging his shock. "You chose your empire. I chose them." A boy approached. "Mom, the bus." Sophia glanced at the rumbling vehicle, then at Jack. "We're leaving." "No, please, one talk," Jack pleaded. "For them." The bus hissed open. Sophia hesitated, then waved it off. 1 hour, 6 o'clock, my place. She scribbled her Maple Street address, the blue house Jack still pictured. "Their names?" he asked. "Noah, Nathan, Nicholas," she said, pointing. 4.5, no gifts, no promises you can't keep. Noah, camera in hand, snapped Jack's photo as they walked away, his $1,000,000 world feeling hollow. At 6, Jack stood on Sophia's peeling porch, heart racing. The door swung open. "You look like us," Nicholas said, wide-eyed. Sophia appeared, jeans faded, hair tied back. "Come in." The living room brimmed with toys, photos, triplets as newborns at the beach, moments Jack missed. "Boys, this is Mr. Reynolds, an old friend," she said. "Call me Jack," he offered, crouching. Noah beamed. "That's my camera. I'm the artist." Nathan, shy, mumbled, "I like space books." Nicholas just stared, curious. For 20 minutes, the boys showed off toys, Sophia watching, arms crossed. At bedtime, they extracted a comeback promise. Alone, Jack sat on the worn couch. "They're incredible. How do you tell them apart?" "Noah's freckle, Nathan's green eyes, Nicholas's cowlick," she said, automatic. "But their hearts, they're unique." "Why not tell me?" Jack pressed. Sophia sat, weary. "You said you couldn't be tied down. 3 babies, Jack. Would you have stayed?" Sophia's words hung heavy. "Would you have stayed?" Jack, speechless on her worn couch, met her gaze. She softened, voice low. I thought hiding them was right then, but they're curious now. I won't stop you if you want in." "I do," Jack said, instant. "Parenting's not part-time," she warned. "They need you steady." His phone buzzed Marcus, his partner, with a Chicago crisis. "I need to take this," Jack muttered, stepping outside. 5 minutes later, he returned to Sophia scrubbing dishes, her face tight. Chicago needs me tomorrow, he said. 3 days, then I'm here for the boys. Sophia's eyes flashed. Already second place. Money's always your king. That's unfair, Jack shot back. This deal's millions. Exactly why I kept them from you, she said, voice quiet but sharp. You chased security, built an empire. What's it for without them? Her truth stung. I can give them everything, he insisted. College funds, opportunities. They need you, not your wallet, she said, drying her hands. Show up. Know them. Jack reached for his checkbook. Until I figure this out. Put it away, Sophia snapped. Be at soccer, Saturday, 10 a.m., Franklin Park. That's a start. He nodded, spotting a crayon drawing on the fridge. 3 boys. Sophia, no father. Nah, I'll be there, he vowed. Her nod held doubt. Good night, Jack. His phone buzzed again. Marcus. For the first time, Jack hesitated, letting it ring as Sophia's house faded in his rear view. Chicago's 20 million, Jack? Marcus barked later. Jack gripped the wheel. I have sons, Marcus. 3 boys, 4 years old. I'm staying in Oakwood Heights. Silence followed. Handle Chicago without me. By midnight, Jack leased a 2-bedroom apartment 10 minutes from Sophia's. Saturday, he reached Franklin Park, nerves jangling. Mr. Reynolds. Nicholas sprinted over, jersey flapping. You came? Promised I would, Jack said, heart lifting. Sophia, tying Nathan's shin guards, glanced up. Canceled Chicago? Meant what I said, Jack replied. I'm in. For 2 hours, Jack cheered the triplets' chaotic soccer swarm, learning Noah loved strawberry ice cream, Nathan chocolate, Nicholas vanilla. They'll switch to mess with you, Sophia teased, her smile fleeting. Weeks later, Jack built a routine. Mornings for work, afternoons with the boys. He picked them up from preschool, read space books to Nathan, admired Noah's sketches, chased Nicholas's adventures, but he missed Nathan's science project for a call. He was disappointed, Sophia said, cleaning dinner plates. I'm trying, Jack pleaded. 5 weeks ago, I didn't know them. At Little Explorers Preschool's parent-teacher conference, Miss Wilson beamed. Noah's art shines, Nathan's words amaze, Nicholas's coordination's top-notch. Jack's chest swelled at Dad. How's co-parenting? She asked. Sophia glanced at Jack. We're figuring it out, she said, diplomatic. Outside, Jack grinned. That went well. You've been good with them, Sophia admitted. Better than I thought. Walking to their cars, Jack felt a new warmth, like he belonged. The parent-teacher conference's warmth lingered as Jack and Sophia walked to their cars. Sunday dinner? She asked, voice soft. My parents are visiting. They should meet you. Jack, caught off guard, nodded. I'd like that. Sunday, he arrived at Sophia's blue house, clutching flowers for her mom and scotch for her dad. The triplets' chatter eased the tense meal, but as Jack stepped out, a knock froze him. Sophia opened the door, gasping. An older man, gray-haired, with Jack's blue eyes, stood there. Is my son here? Dad, Jack said, blood draining. Richard Reynolds, unchanged but aged, met his glare. 15 years, Jack spat. Why now? Saw your photo in the business journal, Richard said, eyeing the triplets. My grandsons? You don't get that title, Jack snapped. Not here. He led Richard out, catching Sophia's worried look. She knew his father's abandonment cut deep. In a 24-hour diner, fluorescent lights glared. Talk, Jack said, stirring untouched coffee. I'm dying, Richard said, hands trembling. Pancreatic cancer, 6 months maybe. Jack's face stayed stone. Sorry, but that doesn't erase 15 years. I failed you, Richard admitted. Drinking, gambling, leaving you and your mom. No fixing that. He pulled a worn clipping, Jack's first big deal. Followed your success. You broke the chain I couldn't. Despite you, Jack said, bitter. Not because. They talked till dawn, raw truths spilling. Richard, sober a decade, was a carpenter now, remarried 3 hours away. No absolution, Jack said. I'll think about the boys. Saturday, Jack found Sophia folding laundry. You look drained, she said. My father's dying, he replied, helping Nathan with a puzzle. Wants to meet them. Sophia's hands stilled. What do you want? Jack watched the triplets play. I swore I'd never be him, but I left you. I built an empire running from his ghost. She had no reply. Later, Jack shared a business plan, opening a satellite office in Oakwood Heights. You'd move here? Sophia asked, stunned. I missed 4 years, no more. That night, Sophia's phone rang. Nathan's cough had spiked, fever soaring. By midnight, they were in the ER. Nathan, diagnosed with pneumonia, was admitted. Jack stayed 3 days, working from the hospital room, sleeping in a stiff chair. When Nathan's fever broke, Jack held his hand. Sophia, bringing clothes, stared at Jack's rumpled suit. You're still here? Where else? He said. Something shifted. Late nights, their talks deepened. On the third night, Sophia asked, Why did you really leave 5 years ago? Jack stared at the ceiling. I was scared I'd fail you. Become him. Running, always running. Jack's hospital confession. I was scared I'd fail you. Hung between them as Nathan's fever broke. Driving home, Sophia's gaze softened, watching Jack tuck Nathan into bed, Noah and Nicholas crowding protectively. You're different, she said almost to herself. That weekend, Jack invited Richard to a park, heart heavy. The triplets swarmed the older man, their blue eyes mirroring his. Who are you? Nicholas asked, blunt. Your grandfather, Richard said, glancing at Jack. My dad, Jack confirmed. Your grandpa. Richard taught them to whittle, his carpenter's hands steady. Noah showed off his wooden bird. Nathan grilled him on tools. Nicholas climbed his lap. Jack watched, torn. Richard's warmth clashed with old scars. They're wonderful, Richard said later, walking to the cars. You won't repeat my mistakes. How do you know? Jack asked. Richard coughed, wincing. You're here, facing fears, not running. His words lingered. Summer unfolded, Jack's presence steady. He rented a house near Sophia's, opened Horizon Development's regional office downtown, and built traditions. Saturday pancakes, Wednesday library trips, Sunday adventures. Richard joined when health allowed, a grandfather the boys adored. One night, tucking them in, Nathan mumbled, Are you our real dad forever? Jack's heart tightened. Always, Noah frowned. But you don't live with us like Tommy's dad. Downstairs on Sophia's porch swing, Jack sighed. They asked why I don't live here. Sophia paused, swing creaking. What do you want, Jack? He met her eyes, seeing the girl he'd loved, the mother she'd become. My family back, all of you. She looked away, silent. At his new office, Noah's drawings, Nathan's science awards, and Nicholas's adventure maps framed the walls. Marcus, visiting, grinned. You look happier. Jack glanced at a lake photo, triplets with ice cream smeared faces. I am. Deals don't compare. Fishing at the lake, Richard showed the boys how to bait hooks. Dad, look! Nicholas yelled, reeling in a sunfish. The word dad still sparked joy. Richard's hand rested on Jack's shoulder. You're doing good, son. Noah snapped photos. Nathan's focus, Nicholas's triumph, Jack and Richard's mirrored profiles. I want copies, Richard said, voice low. For days I can't come. Jack nodded, his father's timeline unspoken. Sure. Sophia's dinners became routine, the boys turning to Jack for laughs, comfort. Cleaning up one night, she watched them, voice soft. Never thought I'd see you this involved. Jack dried a plate, heart full. I can't imagine any other life. Sophia's words, never thought I'd see you this involved, echoed as Jack dried dishes, her admission warming him. I can't imagine any other life, he'd said. Summer waned, and Jack declined 3 travel-heavy deals. his empire slowing, but his bonds deepening. Richard's health faltered after a grim doctor's visit. "Stay with me," Jack urged, guiding him to his guest room. "I'm no burden," Richard protested. "You're not," Jack said. "The boys need you. I do." That night, Jack called Sophia. "Hospice recommendations?" 30 minutes later, she arrived with a folder, organizing Richard's medications and easing him into bed. "Thank you," Jack said outside, voice thick, "for everything." "Family helps family," Sophia replied, then paused. "Are we that?" "We're something," she said, eyes flickering. In August, Jack bought a Victorian on Elm Street, 6 bedrooms, wraparound porch, needing love. Touring with Sophia and the boys, he grinned. "What do you think?" "Oh, it's huge," Nicholas shouted, sprinting down halls. "It echoes," Noah called, voice bouncing. Nathan traced the woodwork. It's old." "A family project," Jack said. Sophia raised an eyebrow. "Family project?" Alone, Jack showed her plans. A suite for Richard, another for her. "A place for you if you want." Sophia studied the blueprints. "You're asking me to move in?" "Creating possibilities," Jack said. "No pressure." She handed them back. "Let's parent first." Richard moved into Jack's rental, his health steadied by care and the boys' laughter. He taught them woodworking, planted a garden. Renovations began on the Victorian, the boys picking paint colors, Sophia suggesting fixtures. One night, Nathan asked over dinner, "Are we living in Dad's house?" Sophia faltered. "No, that's Dad's." "We're always there," Noah said. Grandpa's there," Nicholas added. "Our house is here," Sophia said, firm. Later, alone, Jack pressed. "They're confused." "Tell them the truth," Sophia said. "We love them, but live apart." "For now?" Jack asked, hopeful. Sophia's gaze held years of hurt. "You broke me, Jack. I don't trust you won't leave again." "I'm here," he vowed. "Show me, with time, not houses." On the triplets' 5th birthday, Sophia ran a chaotic backyard party. Richard, frail under an oak, joined Jack to sing Happy Birthday. 3 generations stood together. Jack caught Sophia's eye, mouthing, "I already wished." Autumn's first leaves fell as Jack planned a party at the park, where he and Sophia carved their initials 12 years ago. "Why here?" Noah asked, clutching his camera. Jack knelt. "This place is special. It's where your mom and I first became friends." Jack knelt by the oak tree, tracing the faded JS he'd carved years ago. "It's where your mom and I first became friends," he'd told Noah, heart racing. Today wasn't just a picnic. It was a surprise months in the making. Richard, frail but stubborn, helped set the table. "She'll be shocked," he whispered. "That's the plan," Jack said, checking his watch. Sophia was due soon, thinking they'd discuss school schedules. He'd earned her trust with small acts, punctual pickups, doctor visits, giving her space. The wall between them was crumbling. "Dad, is this right?" Nicholas called, pointing to the carved tree. Jack nodded. "It's Jack and Sophia," he told Nathan as Noah snapped a photo. "Our second date." Richard steadied Nicholas in the branches. "Careful, kiddo." Sophia's text buzzed. 5 minutes late. Sorry. Perfect. Jack needed time. "Remember your roles?" he asked the boys. They nodded, solemn. When Sophia's car rolled in, the picnic gleamed, decorations bright, the triplets in matching green, blue, red shirts. "What's this?" Sophia asked, brow furrowed. "A surprise," Nicholas blurted. "Our family anniversary," Noah added, camera ready. 6 months since I saw you at the bus stop," Jack said, voice thick, "with 3 strangers who became my world." Sophia's eyes softened. "You didn't have to." "I did," Jack said, pulling out house papers. "These are for my place. Your name's on them, but I never filed them. Something was missing." Her confusion grew. Sophia reached into her purse, handing him adoption papers. "I've carried these for weeks," she said. "You're their father, legally. They deserve that." Jack's throat tightened. reading his name beside Noah, Nathan, Nicholas. "You've proven yourself," she added. Richard herded the boys away, giving space. Jack took a breath, dropping to one knee, a small box in hand. "I've carried this longer," he said, opening his grandmother's diamond ring. "Sophia Martin, I ran from commitment, scared I'd fail like my father, but these 6 months taught me failure's not showing up." Tears glistened in her eyes. "I hurt you, missed years I can't reclaim," he continued, "but I've never stopped loving you. Marry me, not for the boys, but because I want us, messy and worth it." Sophia touched the ring, trembling. "It's not that simple." "It's not," Jack agreed, "but I like who we've become." She glanced at the boys, then back. "Yes." Cheers erupted as he slipped the ring on. The triplets raced over, Richard trailing. "Did she say yes?" Nicholas demanded. "Are we a real family?" Nathan asked. Noah snapped photos. "We've always been real," Sophia said, hugging them. "Now we'll live together." Jack met her gaze, mouthing, "Thank you." Richard joined the hug, eyes wet, completing their unexpected family. The oak tree's shade wrapped Jack, Sophia, the triplets, and Richard in a tight hug, their family whole. Noah, camera on a tripod, raced to join them. Click. The photo captured their improbable circle. Jack's heart swelled. Not his empire, but this second chance was his greatest win. 2 months later, autumn leaves blanketed Sophia's backyard. Their wedding, simple and warm, united family and friends. Noah, Nathan, and Nicholas, ring bearers in green, blue, red ties, beamed. Richard, frail but proud, stood as best man. Under a floral arch, Jack and Sophia vowed to cherish all life brought. Noah's lens froze their kiss, a second chance reborn. 5 years later, oak trees framed the Victorian on Elm Street. "Breakfast," Sophia called, flipping pancakes, Lily on her hip. Footsteps thundered. Noah, Nathan, Nicholas, now 10, stormed in. "Dad says bus stop today," Nathan said, adjusting glasses. "Tradition," Noah added, snapping photos with his new camera, a birthday gift. Nicholas slid down the banister. Jack, 40, emerged from his home office, kissing Sophia and scooping Lily. "Not just our anniversary," he said, "but 5 years as a real family." Sophia's smile held years of joy and trials. Her pediatric clinic, launched with Jack's help, thrived, balancing her mom life. In the family SUV, they reached the bus stop. "Still can't believe you are here," Jack said, Lily toddling. "With 3 boys just like you," Sophia teased, leaning into him. Noah framed the shot. Parents, siblings, morning light. Richard's absence lingered. He'd met Lily before passing in the Victorian suite, his woodshop now the boys' haven. "Oh, remember how scared you looked?" Nicholas laughed. "Best shock ever," Jack said. Nathan, thoughtful, asked, "Regret missing our first years?" Jack met Sophia's eyes. "Every day," he said, "but regret taught me to treasure now." Driving home, they passed Jack's expanded office, the proposal park, Lily's hospital, and their Victorian. Home. Above the fireplace hung their wedding photo, Jack, Sophia, triplets, Richard. Beside it, a new shot with Lily. Between them, Noah's first bus stop photo, Jack, alone, lost yet found. Its caption read, "Second chances are life's greatest gift." At their quiet celebration, Jack watched his sons, who redefined success, and Lily, their new beginning. The millionaire who had everything found what mattered most, a family built on love, not wealth. Jack's empire is family. Second chances won. What's your greatest gift? Comment pizza if you're moved. Under Oakwood Heights oak tree, Jack found more than his sons. He found redemption. From a bus stop's shock to a Victorian's warmth, he traded empires for family, earning Sophia's trust and 3 boys' love. Noah's lens captured it all. A proposal's hope, a wedding's vows, a daughter's laugh. 5 years on, their fireplace holds photos, A lonely millionaire, a reunited family, and a caption. Second chances are life's greatest gift. Jack's wealth built houses, but his heart built home. What's your second chance? Drop comments if this stirred your soul, if you're all in for love's long road. Right.